Getting prepared for a minor emergency sounds complicated enough as it is, but preparing for a disaster, a major, either global or continental disaster, is absolutely downright overwhelming. Most people quit before they even begin, but it's actually really easy and inexpensive. You just have to take it one bite at a time. Approach getting ready for something gradually and in stages. Don't jump directly into the deep end with, we got to have a doomsday bunker. Don't start with what the government is now ignoring, the basics, okay? This is Maslow's hierarchy. This is what we need to have a society and live. And you begin at the very bottom of the sections of the pyramid: food, water, shelter, health, finances. This is where it all begins. Eventually, you could go into depth. The farther up on the pyramid, but these two are essential. Let me just say, we found a website while preparing this show for you. It's called theprepared.com. They're not a client or a sponsor of this program, so I have nothing to gain from that. But like all of our sponsors, I really believe what they're doing is great. We have links to their pages up at glennbeck.com, and you can click directly on the items that we're going to talk about here, and you can even buy them directly to continue your prepping plan if you want. Again, I'm not making any money on this. It's a separate website. It is the easiest way not only to get started, but to make sure you stay on your plan and move forward with it. So let me go back to the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy. Eden Pure is back with their famous Thunderstorm air purifier. It's their top seller air purifier that quickly destroys viruses, odors, mold, and so much more. With thousands of 5-star reviews, you know it works. Any smell will vanish after just a few seconds of the Thunderstorm being plugged in. Odors, litter boxes, trash cans, cigarette smokes, dirty diapers. Wow, I don't want to visit that house. The powerful Thunderstorm sends out O3 molecules that seek out and destroy odors. I have these in my house. They're great. The molecules go behind and under furniture. Nothing can hide from the Thunderstorm. Best of all, no filters to buy over and over again, saving you money. Start enjoying your home again and get several Thunderstorms. Right now, you can save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for the whole home protection. You get 3 units for under $200. Put one in your basement, bedroom, family room, kitchen, wherever you need the air to be clean. Go to EdenPureDeals.com, EdenPureDeals.com. Use the promo code Beck and save. Preppers have their own kind of language for this. They call it the rule of 3s. You can survive without air for 3 minutes. Don't get into a coffin. You can last 3 hours without shelter in very bad conditions. You can go 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Maybe some of us could go a little longer. You lock these 3 down, and you're 90% of the way there. This is what we're going to concentrate on. I also want to say, all studies show, and think about what happened in New Orleans just a few years back. You have 72 hours to get to safety. After 3 days, bad guys start to appear because they realize nobody's coming to help. All right, so let's concentrate on the 3s here. These are the 6 basic steps to start prepping. Okay, the first one is build a solid personal finance and health foundation. I'm not doing that one. I need to. The best way to insulate yourself in an economic crisis is to get as debt-free as you can. We also need to get into the financial position where we can dedicate a few extra dollars every month to advance our prep plan. Don't overspend or go crazy. Don't do it. Just do what you responsibly can. We also need to make sure that bad health won't get in the way of surviving when it's needed. Can you walk a considerable distance if needed? Nope. Can you carry things that you used to just throw in the car? Nope. Finances and health are at the top of the list. Now, second one, get your home ready for 2 weeks of self-reliance. The government used to say 72 hours, but we saw in places like New York after Hurricane Sandy, that's bullcrap. Some cases, people were out of power for up to 2 weeks. The next one is bug out. Have go bags. Okay, we're going to get to that here in a second. When you look at what you need to get your home ready for 2 weeks, is you need 15 gallons of water per person. That's 1 gallon person per day. For 2 weeks, you need 23,000 calories per person. That's 1,500 calories per person per day. For fire, you need lighters, matches, fire starters, light, flashlights, candles, lanterns, heating and cooling, indoor heater, extra blankets, USB-powered fan, shelter, beyond home, tarps for improvised shelter if you need to move, medical, create a list of the medical supplies that your family needs. There's also a list that you can look up and start with, links provided at glennbeck.com. When it comes to hygiene, wet wipes, sanitizer, camp soap, communications. This is my summer project. Learn and get licensed on a ham radio or grab a one-way NOAA radio. Power, get spare batteries, rechargers, invest in a solar charger. Tools, axe, shovel, work gloves, wrenches, zip ties, duct tape, self-defense, guns and ammo, cash. This one's difficult. Store as much as you can affordably keep and reasonably keep. But I would think more of bartering items. Alcohol. That's not only going to be a lot of alcoholics that need alcohol and will pretty much trade you anything for it, but also it is a pain relief substitute. Cigarettes, precious metals, anything that people would trade for. Now, all of these items should be the foundation for your evolving plan. But eventually, you need to consider that maybe your home is no longer safe to hunker down in. One reason it might not be is EMP. Nothing in your house will work. There's a link at glennbeck.com to show you what I just put into my house. I mean, I may have overdone it a little bit. You wouldn't imagine me doing that. But I think I have one on my toaster even. It is really important to be able to stop the pulse from going into everything that you have. You need to be ready. And you also need to be able to bug out, have a go bag. Go bags are really important. These are go bags prepared for each member of the family. Here's what's in a go bag, and I'll tell you if I have them in my go bag or not. First aid kit, yes. 32 ounces of water, yes. Canteen, I don't think so. Water filter, yes. Purification tablets, essential. Ready to eat food, yes. Lighter, ×2, yes. Tinder, I don't think so. Headlamp, yes. Field knife, yes. Multi-tool. Cordage, 50 feet, I don't think I have that. Tarp, yes. Waterproof paper and pen, nope, didn't think of it. Personal documents, really important. Cash. Condensed soap, toilet paper, nail clippers, nope, hats, socks, top, base layer, pants, underwear. People don't even think of this stuff. If you're living in a place with 4 seasons and you got to go, what season are you going in? Do you have the appropriate clothes? What's not on this list? Shoes. Really comfortable, durable, like hiking shoes for every member of the family. Jacket. Bandana, of course I have one of those. 1 or 2-way radio, USB charging cable, battery pack, I don't have that. Respirator, I don't have that. Trash bags ×2, and storage bags. Here's the most important. This weighs about 20 pounds, and everybody in your family carry 20 pounds. Next, prepare for emergencies away from home. Exercise your Second Amendment right to protect yourself. Have a plan for the whole family to rally together and get back home. Learn core skills, so important, and practice them. Core skills with just the gear. 6 is share what you've learned. Build a base of like-minded friends and family. I personally think none of this is even good. There are between 20 and 30 million people now that are part of this community, and a lot of them are way ahead. You want to be a part of this community, and every single community should be coming together. Remember, that's 10% of the country that will be prepared. Going to be a lot of people that need help. This is how you begin. But it doesn't mean everything has to come together all at once. Start small. Gradually check things off the list. You have things for a bug out bag. You have most of this probably in your home already. You'll be ready for 2 full weeks of self-reliance. Then, after you have that, then take the next step. An attack on the power grid could knock power out for 18 months or longer. I don't even know if I'm prepared for that. Oh, yes, I am. Honestly, I don't know. Eventually, you could graduate onto purchasing a generator, storing fuel. Prepping is something that should never, ever have to stop. And once you really start, it's hard to stop. But the hard part of prepping is beginning. As I mentioned earlier, being somebody who was prepared used to be something people made fun of, but now it's mainstream. Everyone is sensing in their government, the government's not taking basic needs. You feel it in your gut. They're actually going the opposite direction. They've shown us time and time again we cannot rely on them, and I'm telling you we should not anyway. This is up to us. We just have to get started. Back in a minute.